Hello. Today is Monday. It's been a Monday. Yesterday I did a live video about how the CRAs generally neutral, or like the agents that you talk to are generally very neutral, or they are actually there to help you. So I talked about speaking to agents that are in review and collections and child benefits or just benefits in general, and how they're generally trying to help you and they're trying to help your situation and that they don't need to be so scary. But after I thought about it for a while and I chatted with my partner and I asked him about his experience with the CRA, he said he just didn't deal with it. And it was because it wasn't like the fear of the agent that was going to be on the phone with him. It's that fear of the unknown. And so I discounted that piece of where it's really scary to try and deal with something that you don't know anything about. You don't know how to find the answer. You might not be able to understand what you're reading if you did find an answer that was the answer to your question. And I understand what that feels like. I don't feel that way about tax and the CRA, obviously, because that is within my skill set. That's the thing that I do all the time. But I do feel that way. I felt that way about buying a house, for example. I feel that way about insurance. Like, insurance is so complicated to me. I just don't understand it. I read policies and I'm like, are they gonna pay me money if I need it? And I always think, no, probably not, because the insurance company is gonna, they know way more about this than me. And if they paid out to everybody, they wouldn't be making money. And I feel that way about insurance and I don't really want to deal with it. I know that I have to. And so I call a professional and I have to just trust them. I have to trust that they are doing what's best for me. And recently I've had to get a lot of insurance, or I've been looking into a lot of different kinds of insurance, like house insurance and life insurance and critical illness and disability and just all of these things that come up when you're trying to buy a house. Because if I were to get ill, it's not like I'm not paying the rent anymore. I'm paying mortgage, and some mortgage lenders require disability and critical illness insurance, and it's just a thing that I'm forced to deal with, but that I really don't understand. And so even if I'm speaking to a broker who's really good and really nice, it's still scary. It's still scary. It's still a little bit overwhelming. It's still a leap of faith that I am gonna make the right decision, because I have no idea how to read the document, really. It was the same with buying a house and getting a mortgage. I have no idea what the steps of getting a house is. I can look it up online, but I only kind of understand because I've never been through it. So all these pieces don't really make sense. And I learned today that title insurance is mandatory in Ontario. I didn't even know what title insurance was until I started this whole thing. And then we were kind of debating, do we want to get it? Do we not want to get it? But today I found out it was mandatory. So I don't even have a choice. But it's just that kind of thing where you're making big decisions. They have pretty significant impacts on your life, and you don't know. You really don't have all the information to be able to make those decisions. And so I understand that that's a really big piece of why dealing with the CRA is so scary. And I understand that even if you have a really nice agent, it still doesn't really reduce that fear of, maybe I'll make a mistake and then I won't be able to fix it. And not that it's not fixable, it's just that I won't be able to fix it because I don't know how it works, and I don't know how to even go about getting an answer that I'm going to understand. And I just wanted to talk about that today and say that, I do understand what that feels like, and that I want to be here for you and to be able to support you in working with the CRA, because it's inevitable. You have to interact with the CRA. There's not really a choice there. And so I know that it's scary, and that working with somebody who understands can lessen that fear to a degree, but that it really doesn't make it go away. and that's totally normal. It's normal, and it's unfortunate that that's how it is. The tax system is so complex that that's just how it is, that, you know, it's not easy to understand, but that it is normal. And so that I understand. I want you to know that I understand and that I did discount that yesterday. So let me know in the comments if you have had a good experience with the CRA, or maybe you haven't. If you're comfortable talking about it, maybe we can just chat about what happened. If I can support you with the CRA in any way, please let me know, because I want to be able to make that less scary for you. So yeah, let me know in the comments if there's anything I can do to help you. I hope you're doing well, and I'll speak with you tomorrow.